Okay. I believe that we are live. I'm going to check all of our sites. But I think that we are live.
Okay, so should I click on got it on my screen where it says we unexpectedly shut down?
We are live.
Okay,
We're all
everybody.
good. We're all good.
We think we're live. We've had a few attempts. We were not sleeping or forgot that the cruise drawing was tonight.
No, we've been waiting for this, just like you guys have been.
Technology always happens. So I think, okay, good. We see some people who can see and hear us. So, okay, here we go. Boom. All right. That's a relief. Okay, Wendy. Let's see. Where do we see the peeps so that we know? Okay, got it. We got people on. We got people commenting. All right, so this is going to be a little bit different than our normal prize drawing, but if you all thought that we were just going to come on here and draw 2 names and send you off to eat, you're wrong. We're going to take advantage of having you, and we went to the prize closet.
Warehouse.
There you go, the warehouse, and we've pulled some extra stuff that are just fun that we have left over from, yeah, I guess they can see it. Most of these things are retail commemorative items that we have left over from 2025. And so we thought it would be fun so that we didn't just pull 2 winners tonight, that we pull some extras.
Yes.
So let's give them a recap of what our plan is for tonight. So do you want to go over, let's see, you kind of managed all the prize entries. So do you want to talk about like how they got entries, just to remind everybody how this worked?
Okay. So if anybody who did finished a region in a particular hop, we took that person and put them in a database. We put all the people who finished regions from every hop and threw them in. Then we sorted them all by name and address and found out the ones that had, in fact, done multiple events.
We have a formula that went in and identified.
Yes.
And put, like, if you completed a region in more than one event, it calculated that, and then it gave you a prize entry for everything over 1.
Right.
Right.
Because you had to get 2 to get your first entry, and then every event after that gave you another entry.
Yep. So tonight, in just a second here, we are actually going to pull the 2 winners, but then we're going to hide them for a little bit. Probably, I think it's going to take about a half an hour tonight. That's our goal. So at the end of the prize drawing, we will tell you the official 2 winners, but we want to pull them first because we're going to pull other winners from this bucket of entries. Okay. And so we're going to give prizes away 2 ways tonight. We may pull your name from the entries here in our bucket, and or we may call your name from who we see on the screen tonight. So just to make sure that you are participating live, it is now 6:08 p.m. Central Time. So when you just heard me say that, if your watch or clock does not say 6:08 Central Time, you need to fast forward through the video till you get to our live part, because that will give you a chance to sort of participate and maybe win some prizes live. I said that right?
You did.
Okay. And we're going to give you some prompts and stuff to, answer and have fun with, because they are entertaining.
Yes.
And
kind of like our normal drawings.
Yeah, right. And so you want to keep, answering questions and putting stuff up there, because the more you have your name up there, the more likely we are going to randomly pick it.
Yep. Because some of the names out of the bucket, and then I could say Cheryl Lund. I saw the name. You have 1A, and if it's a t-shirt, we're going to ask you to comment and give us what size you need, and then email me with your address. Yep. We do have addresses in our database, yes, but we have received several emails from people just prior to the drawing that they've moved. So we need to make sure that we have your correct address
Oh my
to
God.
send your prize to.
Well, for the 2 cruises, we will definitely hunt you down.
Yes.
And what else was I going to say? And when we get to drawing some prizes for the people who are with us live, Maddie will put up Wendy's email down at the bottom so that you can send Wendy an email so we can get because we don't have your address, most likely. Well, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, okay. So here is your first prompt, right? Okay, so we want to know, a lot of you are telling us where you're from. So we want to know how many events you hopped and your favorite part about shop hopping. And then I'm going to throw in another one because we were talking about this in the office the other day. Tell us if you've ever shop hopped in another country or almost out of states in the United States to shop hop. So maybe we need to go to Europe. But I just don't know if they do shop hops in other countries. If anybody wants to volunteer and go on a reconnaissance mission, you and I, we're going to get a ticket to England.
Yes.
Because I hear that they have good quilt stores in England and stuff.
That would be fun.
Okay, so you guys start commenting, and then okay, should we draw the first 2 winners? You get one, and I get one.
Okay.
Now, we will contact the winners tomorrow. Right? Tomorrow is Tuesday.
Yes.
So, okay. So we're going to reach out and contact you. We will email. I don't know if we have phone numbers for everybody, do we?
Well,
In our
they're
database?
they should.
Okay.
Some people didn't give us numbers.
Okay.
So we're not going to say the names live tonight?
We will at the
okay.
end. At
Okay.
the end.
Yes.
Colleen,
What?
Colleen, I just want you to know that I dibs calling some people because I think these winners are going to be very excited about winning the cruise.
By the way, I'm Colleen. That's
I'm Wendy.
Maddie is the noise in the sky that scares the bejeebies out of us whenever she talks. Can you not put your little face up on the screen somewhere? And we have Kimberly off in the background, and she is our scribe tonight, recording all of the winners and make sure we get those down correctly. So yes, but we're going to pull the secret names. And I am so nervous about this because, I mean, I promised a lot of people out there that we would do our best to draw their names. Okay, I got my winner.
Okay. I'm stirring it up.
Okay, we're going to sit these. They're right here. Nice and ooh, those are interesting. Okay, if you are, their winners are right there. Okay, so now for fun, let's do a few more.
Okay.
Right now, real quick. Let's do a couple live and a couple out of here. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay. So what are we going to give them, Wendy? You're going to be in charge of dictating what we're going to start with.
All right. We're going to start with some all Illinois shop hop t-shirts.
So
They're a light pink, depending upon your screen. And so we'll draw a couple names here. When we call your name on the screen, tell us what size, and then email me your address, which Maddie will put up there.
right. And
So
we're gonna do our best. I mean, you think you have sizes for most of them.
I picked shirts that we have numerous sizes in, so hopefully you won't need the one we don't have.
And I mean, we're just pulling these out of the leftovers. So hopefully you don't mind if you live in Iowa and you get an Illinois shirt. And if you don't like it, just give it to somebody else. So, okay. So our very first winner, Shirley Hampton from Davenport, Iowa.
Congratulations,
Oh,
Shirley.
wait, sorry. We can't do that. We can't give that to Shirley. Shirley's going to be our next winner. We have to pull somebody from here so they can tell us the sizes. Okay.
All right.
So sorry, Shirley, if you're watching. Okay. You pick one.
Maureen Parent.
Okay.
Maureen. So comment with what size you need.
Okay. And then now
and my email is right here. So email me with your address and a phone number just in case I need it.
Yeah. And okay, so then I'm going to pick one, Jan Wiley, Wiley. And did you get parent down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Jan Wiley, you are the second all Illinois Shop Hop t-shirt winner. And now we have to have one more because I read Shirley Hampton's name from Davenport, Iowa. So, but what are we going to give her? You got to grab something.
I thought, how many of these have we done?
2 t-shirts
Okay.
for now.
Okay.
We'll spatter those. We're going to do the t-shirts will come from the live people because then
Okay.
we can get their sizes.
Well,
Okay.
how about this is a Kansas, Nebraska. It's the mini 3-ring binder that we had for when they had the block pattern cards.
Okay.
So this is what the next person is
Okay.
going
And
to
that's
win.
going to go to Shirley Hampton from Davenport, Iowa. And we will mail.
Yes.
Right.
We'll ship them to you.
Address. Okay, cool. All right. Do we want to do one more?
Sure.
Because we can do 4 right now. So you pull one out. And we're going to get this figured out. We got to get this down.
Okay. What are they going to win?
I don't know. Let's give them a crossbody bag.
And that one is from the All Iowa Shop Hop.
Oh,
And that's going to Roxanne Baxter from Papillion, Nebraska.
okay. Oh, we should flip-flop them. We got a Nebraska prize. Okay, so let's talk about some fun facts real quick.
Okay.
Because we've had lots of people ask questions and we always like to share those. So,
Hi, Kelly. I see you. Pick me, pick me. We'll try.
so here's another question that I want them to talk about. So your name is up there. Tell us the most unique item that you purchased while you were out shop hopping. And or Maddie, are you writing these questions down by chance on the screen or can you?
Yes, it will be up there in just a second.
Okay, so one question is going to be, tell us the most unique item you purchased. And the other question is going to be, any funny stories that you can share about your travel that you can print on the internet.
I was going to say that.
I mean,
Some
remember,
stories are not meant to be.
right. And that your husband or spouse might see and you don't want them to see, but let's have some of those. Okay. So a few fun facts. We had 37 states represented in this bucket. So people from 37 states they earned an entry.
Yes.
But I am pretty confidently sure that over the course of the year, now you manage the prize and the entries and stuff, we have every state in the United States that has been in a winning bucket at some point.
Yes.
Okay, but just for tonight.
Because we've had California to Maine and everything in between where we've sent prizes.
And we've had Hawaii and Arizona
and
Alaska
and Canada.
And didn't we do something in England?
Somebody from Ireland, I believe, sent in a passport.
Well, maybe we'll have to go to Ireland and check it out.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Okay. So, and Maddie wants you all to know that we had 578 zip codes represented. Random factoid that you should all know, and it just took up some good space in your head. The highest number of events that one person hopped was 13. So they went to 13 different events and finished at least one region, which is dedication, a bucket list item. And I think he stopped here and visited us and he had a lot of fun. So, but there were lots of people who did, several events, right? With several entries here in this bucket. We had there are a total of just over 1,500 entries in the bucket. And that represents 675 people. So out of 675 people, these two right here won tonight.
Yes.
And they're each going to go on a quilting cruise and they're going to invite a friend. And we'll talk more about those details with them, later tonight or tomorrow. Just a reminder, Maddie, do you want to tell them about YouTube and subscribing and following and all those things that they do? Because I'm old.
Absolutely, yes. So we want everybody to make sure that they are subscribed to our YouTube. When you head to our YouTube, you can see all of the content heading into 2026. You're going to see videos about all of our stores. You're going to see videos about the projects that you can find in the magazines and online. You're going to find information about shop hops, fun tips and tricks from our stores, anything and everything. And we want you guys to watch us. And if you're subscribed, then you'll be alerted when we are scheduling videos and when we go live like this. So make sure you take advantage of that. Make sure that you check out our Facebook groups. You can join all of them or just your local Facebook group, and you can post to that throughout the entire calendar year. So people are going to be able to help you find stores, help you find fabric, whatever items you need, post in the Facebook group. Show us your photos of your done projects or your incomplete UFOs even. We love to see those and live vicariously through you. And most importantly, we appreciate all of our shop hoppers who are supporting our stores and visiting our stores. And I do want to give a shout out to Stitch in Heaven, because Stitch in Heaven donated one of the cruises. You can see their logo on the screen. They are located in Quitman, Texas, and it's a wonderful store to check out. So I think that's all the things, Colleen, but did I miss anything?
Yes. If you guys have not gone on a quilting cruise before, go check out their website. I had to do some reconnaissance. So I took one for the team, and I did a cruise about a year and a half ago, and I just got back from one in October, and they are awesome. You can quilt as much or as little as you want. Stitch in Heaven is so organized. They bring the machine, and you can purchase kits from them. If you purchase their kit all ready to go, it comes cut for you just to open and start sewing. There's usually 2 instructors on board, so you have the chance to do 2 projects, or you can just choose one if you want. But it's also a cruise, so you can do anything and everything that you might cruise. And on one of the cruises that I went on, I probably did a little more cruising than sewing. On this last one, my husband didn't come with me, so I did a lot more sewing. Also because we sailed through Melissa, which is that hurricane that hit in October. It was only a tropical storm, but we got a lot of inside time on that cruise. So, okay. So we got all that. Let's draw a couple of more prizes, Wendy.
Okay.
Okay. So let's do t-shirts first.
Okay.
Okay. So we got to pull people here, and I'm going to tell you, I would like to just sit here all night and read some of your comments. They are hilarious.
Somebody bought a luggage tag that says, "Mess with my bag and I'll rip your seams out."
Let's see. So Cheryl Lund is going to be my first pick, and I'm going to see how fast I can read this. Dang it.
The comments are going so fast.
Oh, I'll read it for you. Cheryl Lund's funny story was when she and her daughter did her last shop hop and asked them to stay open because they were running 5 minutes late before closing. The founder, let's see, when the founder out, they were our last shop. They kept us there for 45 minutes to share our fun pictures and shopping. Thank you, Red Barn. Oh, that's such a fun story.
Awesome.
I know it is. And you know, our stores aren't always able to stay late and accommodate. So that's awesome. Okay. So Cheryl, we have these orange Minnesota shop hop shirts. So you can send Wendy. Maddie will pop that back up. Send her your name and your mailing address and what size shirt you want. And then Wendy, you pick the next one.
All right. And this, in case you can't read it, it says any day quilting is a good day. Quite appropriate.
Nice and bright. So if you wore that on the highway or hunting, they wouldn't get you.
Except they've stopped. We have to go back down so I can see
yeah. I moved it up. So all you have to, I think you just scroll down like you did. You're down at the bottom there.
Okay.
All right.
So Linda Shum.
SCHUMM.
Yes.
So Linda, email Wendy with your address and include what size shirt you would like. And then I'm going to pull one of these. Let's pull a couple of these.
Okay.
Okay. So I have Robert Bentley from Arlington, Virginia. Ooh, we're going to give him a snap tray.
This is the snap tray from Michigan, and it says, "So what if I pine for quilting?" And these are wonderful. If you don't already have them, they just snap together on the corners and make a great holder for some supplies.
Cool. And then let's give another prize to Jennifer Murray from Ferrisdale, Missouri.
Okay. How about one of our notebooks Supporting the sewing industry one hop at a time.
And that is
Shop
such
Hop
a,
Inc.
let's do another one of those that we're going to send to Carrie Nelson from Indianapolis, Indiana.
All right. There's the second.
So we want to talk just a brief, Maddie mentioned that, Maddie, you talked about the Facebook page and how they can use it year round, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And the other thing that we want to review real quickly is our websites. So we have what we call a master website, which is shophopinc.com. If you go to that website, it's like a launching pad and you can get to all of our other events. Or let's say you are in Minnesota or you live in Washington State, you can also just Google your events website. So it would be the All Pacific Northwest website. Sorry, Shop Hop. Try it. Let's try this again. If you lived in Washington State, you would Google the All Pacific Northwest Shop Hop. If you lived in
Indiana,
you would go to the All Indiana Shop Hop. And so it's a great idea to go there. I think Maddie mentioned to register, because then you can stay up on what's going on. And we try to be cognizant. We don't want to send a lot of emails out because we all get flooded with emails, but we send important things out like prize drawings, when the hop is going to kick off, anything fun like the cruise drawing that is going on. So it's always a good idea to register so that you stay up on top of what's going on.
I also want to throw out that on our website, I put the QR code here to our buy page where all of our shop hoppers can get merch from all of our different shop hops. So check that out. And you can also subscribe to our website to get the free bonus patterns that you can find throughout the entire calendar year and all of our events as well.
What's a merch, Maddie?
Merch is merchandise.
Like, oh, you're so funny. Does like everybody know how to use that QR code? Because I'm going to tell you, I fought it and fought it. I think this year we should be proud. We probably taught more people on our hops this year because we had the hopper on the shelf on how to use QR codes, especially of my generation and older. Our quilt store owners were like, please get us something to help it take, So if you don't know how to scan that real quick, you're just going to hold your phone up like you're going to take a photo, but you're not going to click on that. And a little yellow button will pop up. Click on that and it'll take you to wherever that QR code is.
And if you're on your phone, you can just take a screenshot of this video and then you can go to your photos and scan the QR code that way as well. Or you can just head to shophopping.com. And in the very top right corner, there's a little buy button. Click on that and it will show you all of the Shop Hop merchandise of your dreams.
Merch.
Or swag.
The URL again for the main Shop Hop site.
shophopinc.com. Yep. Okay.
But on the registering on the websites, it's not like there's a big form. It's just off to the side and you just put your first name, last name, and your email address and just enter. So it's very simple.
When they visit for the very first time, it's an automatic pop-up.
Yes.
So if you haven't been there, when you come on the very first time, it'll tell you. But otherwise, if you've been there before and haven't registered. The other things that you can find on our website. So if you are ever out and about somewhere in the United States and you're like, I don't have one of those Shop Hop magazines, you can go to any of our websites and there's a store page on there and it has a list of all the best stores in the United States, and it'll have all of their contact information so you can call them, you can click on their website. That is a great resource for you to use if you don't have one of our magazines and you happen to be in Arizona or something. Because we have them in how many states? 36 states for 2026. So you can go almost anywhere in the United States and get a great list of good stores. We also have information about the prizes on our website, and we'll put a post up probably tomorrow, sometime this week. We'll get that up about the winners from tonight. There are also other kinds of resources. Maddie mentioned free downloadable patterns that you can get. We have articles and information about our stores. So there's other good stuff on there.
Our resource listings, if you need a retreat
that.
center to go find, to go make a project or to finish your shop hop items, long armors, scissor sharpeners, events, quilt guilds, all the things, head to the website or check out your magazine.
Okay, so
Susie Jazwa is asking, can you post the QR code again? The words are covering the code.
ooh, well, can you move that around, Maddie?
I'm going to change that up, but I just want to know what QR code you'd like. I'll put any of them on.
Any of them. We'll just randomly change them out. Can you put them right there on the screen? Like,
No,
look
it's
where
down
my
here. Down below.
You can't put it up here. This is really hard, just so you all know, to get my finger
we're
to
doing
go.
it
Yeah,
backwards.
I know. It looks like I'm pointing that way, but I'm really pointing that way in real life. It's beyond my head. Okay, so let's get going. These guys are dying to find out who those two people are there. We've talked about websites and blah, blah, blah. So let's do another drawing. We're gonna do quick rapid draw. Let's do 10.
Okay.
All right. So first let's do 2 more t-shirts. Okay. Right. So this time we have the All Minnesota Shop Hop that says, I'm easily distracted by quilts. You draw, pick a couple of names there.
Jennifer Murphy.
Okay. And Jennifer Murphy is just Jennifer Murphy, like a normal Jennifer Murphy would be spelled.
And Susie Jazwa, Jazwa.
Okay, so you guys are going to email Wendy with your mailing address and what size shirt you would like. And then I'm going to pull, let's see.
How about a Pacific Northwest tote bag?
Perfect. And that one is going to go to Lisa Arnold from Eldridge, Iowa. Okay, that's the Pacific tote bag. Let's see.
How about an Illinois Shop Hop 3-ring binder?
And if you guys went and collected the cards, great. If you can use that, but you could put lots of cute little quilt stuff in here, like patterns.
Yeah,
you could hole punch. It's
great
a nice
for
size pattern. Yeah. And that's going to go to Kristen Halsey from Beaver Creek, Ohio. And let's see. I got Holly Rescue from Clare, Michigan.
An All Minnesota Shop Hop crossbody bag.
Okay.
How about something new that we debuted this year?
That's a
so
good idea.
cute.
Yeah.
This is from the All New England Shop Hop. You might not be able to see it, so it says quilted, love it, repeat. And this is our new wooden button for this year.
That's going to go to Sharon Black from Pittsford, New York. It would be nice if we could match these all up perfectly, but it's a random drawing. Okay. How about
notebook?
That will send to Rosalind Lucy from Hampstead, North Carolina. So how many have we had so far there, Kimberly?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, let's do a couple more. I need something for Joanne Betcher from Ocean, New Jersey.
Can we do another?
Yeah, we can. Oh, wait. Well,
Only online?
Yeah. So let's pick one more of these and then we can do a couple of t-shirts.
From the All Florida Shop Hop,
Ooh,
the
that's
binder
cute.
that says quilt till you wilt.
We're going to send that to Joanne Betcher from Ocean, New Jersey. Okay. And then should we do 2 more t-shirts?
Sure.
Let's do that. We got to get rid of these out of our buckets. Okay. So this one is a New England shirt and it says keep calm and shop hop on. I'm going to pick one of these. Averol. Shoot.
Where'd you go?
Well, here, I can roll up. I paused for the name Averol Warner and enjoying, he or she said, enjoying watching all the drawing.
So just
Okay.
AVR. Oh, you can see it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so-
didn't know that.
And then we need one more.
Okay.
And I scrolled all the way
Missy
down.
Peel, Peel.
All right. So again, you guys email Wendy. Maddie will pop that up with your address and your shirt size. Okay. I want to just, while I've got the stage here, Wendy, I want us to talk a little bit about why we do this and a little bit about Shop Hop,
Absolutely.
right? So we are a group of about 15 mostly women. We do have a couple of voluntold spouses that have to show up sometimes. And we are a marketing company, and we do this because we have a passion to support and keep our quilting and sewing stores around for as long as we can. And I think, like most of you, we get this feedback from our hoppers that you do this, you get the reason, you get the reason of a shop hop, because lots of you tell us that you try to buy something at every store. And we appreciate that, and our stores appreciate it. And I think, oh, here's something that we can have them tell us. So did I already ask them to tell us their favorite part about shop hopping?
Yes,
and what
at the
they
beginning.
get out of it?
Mhm.
Okay, so let's do another one.
And my email address, somebody just asked, it's at the bottom of the screen here.
Oh, so here's another fun one. If you had a quilting superpower, what would it be? So here is my platform. It's my beauty pageant platform. I'm thinking about running for governor now so I can make some new laws about holiday decorations, but that's a side thing. And here would be one of the new laws that I put. I would make sure that everybody, whenever possible, shops in person at a brick and mortar store. And if you can't do that in person and you have to go online, then at least go to a brick and mortar quilt or sewing store, or really any industry, and shop on their online store. Amazon does not need one more penny of our money, but our brick and mortar stores do. And so it's important that every time we can, that we are supporting them. So Wendy, talk about benefits that you think for online shopping, because online shopping is not going to go away. We know that.
Right.
And for some people, it's really important. We get that. But what do you think? Like, do you online shop? You do.
I do. Yeah. And I go to my retailers, or if there's something and it tries to send me to Amazon, I look at who made the product, and then I try to go to their website to buy it directly from them.
Yeah. Because I don't know if all of you know this, but when you buy through Amazon, they take a big percentage right off the top in fees for that store. So even though if you're ordering it through Amazon, you think that store or that company is still getting it, it costs them a lot of money for Amazon to fulfill that order. So, but what are some other benefits? You guys tell us, what do you see as the benefits for shopping online?
Well, and just another con about Amazon that I've encountered several times. I've tried to have things shipped to the office because I know I'm not going to be at home, but they deliver on Saturdays and Sundays, and the shipment wasn't supposed to come till Monday. And I'm like, oh, fine, it's going to get there. Yeah. I've had to drive to the office across town on a Saturday and Sunday, and they've left the box outside the front of our office building.
Well, okay. So here's what I would say for the online, the benefit is, you know, if it's a hard to find item, it definitely is easier. You can shop from the comfort of your couch. We just had a big, huge snowstorm, and I know a lot of the Midwest does. So it's definitely nicer today to be shopping online. To a certain extent, you get instant gratification, because if you decide you need it, you can go online and get it ordered. However, I would argue that in person is instant gratification because I get to take it home.
And you can feel the minky.
Yes, right. And I think it's probably beneficial to be able to compare prices to a certain degree. But let's talk about why it's important to buy in person. You guys tell us what you think, why you think it's important. Do you have any ideas? I have notes here.
Minky was my best one, because you can't touch and see. You can't feel the quality of the fabric.
Right.
You can't tell if it's sheer or if it's a solid white that isn't going to show through.
And even if it's like a piece of equipment that you want to buy, like you can tell in person when you touch and feel it if it's going to be janky or not. And there are a lot of retailers out there today that are copycatting the actual products. Like I know in the quilting world, you have to be really, really careful about buying rulers, acrylic rulers online, because there are companies who are copycatting them, but they're not even close to being accurate and, have all the measurements correct and everything. So you have to be careful about that. I think for us, like you said, for us, I don't know how you buy fabric, without being able to touch and feel and compare the colors.
I was going to say, you can't match the colors.
Yeah. So there are benefits to both. Another thing to think about when you buy online, the billions and billions of dollars in waste and poundage that go to our landfills, not just the packaging materials, but I don't know if you all know this, but if you return any type of item, so I know people who want to buy a dress and instead of getting up off the couch and going to the store, they will order a small, medium, and large to see which one fits. And then they send the other two back. And guess where they end up? They end up in a warehouse they purchased by the pound, but about 60% of all of those returns end up in landfills. So that's another thing to think about. So our thing, and this is what really drives us here, is that we want to keep those brick and mortar stores in business as long as possible. And so we say, whenever you can, please go to the brick and mortar store. If you have to order online and it's easier, that's great, but please try to do it directly from a brick and mortar store because that supports them. They make money from that. And just keep, out there supporting our stores, having fun. I forgot to say that when you go to a store, you get lots of inspiration as well, because you get to see the projects. And I know I buy kits when I see them hanging.
I just wanted to say that if you are looking for something very specific, ask in our Facebook groups. Most of the shops have their shop page in there. If you're looking for a certain line, they'll
Maddie,
let you know who has it.
Can you hear Kimberly off camera?
Yep, we can hear her loud and clear.
Okay, so Wendy, let's take a break and draw some more prizes.
Okay.
And here are some things that you can tell us about. Tell us, this might get a little gory, so be careful, but we want to know the worst quilting injury. I mean, Chris in our office sewed through her finger one time and she went and they pulled it out, but then I don't know, a few days or a week, it was left in there and then she ended up having to have surgery and got infected.
Surgery.
So I know that sounds, it's like, what is that thing like that? We all like gross things, like Dr. Pimple Popper.
Oh.
So tell us about your worst quilting injury. Or let's see. What is a quilting rule that you break? Because there are lots of those out there, and I'm a rule breaker. Okay, let's give away some more. We got another All Minnesota Shop Hop. Should we do a couple of these?
Sure.
Okay, you pull a couple. So this is for the Minnesota version.
Shelly Anderson. I sewed through my finger as a kid. So that's the name.
Okay.
And what hurt.
Okay, and I'm going to pick Karen Richard, and she just said a rotary cut. I cut the tip of mine off. It didn't, I just threw it away. It couldn't be sewn on, but it hurt like crazy. Okay, let's do it. Now we have a Florida. This might be from 2 years ago. That's kind of a
From
fun
2024. That
Yeah.
was last year.
one. Okay, you pick one.
Cindy Stinson. Stinson.
Okay, what was her?
I'm sewing my side of my finger.
I just can't imagine. Okay. Rita, here's a sewing rule that she broke. I didn't even know this was a rule, that she sews the same quilt on multiple machines. I guess that's for consistency with seam allowance and stuff. I don't have to give that to her.
No.
So there you go. I learned a rule by figuring out what they break. I didn't even know that. Okay, we got to get going here. All right, so let's give out a bunch more of these prizes.
Okay.
We're going to give one to Mike Fortner from West Chicago, Illinois.
An all Indiana Shop Hop bag.
Cool. And then we're going to give one to Marilyn Graff from Holton, Michigan.
And Indiana as well.
Yeah. I just threw that back in here.
No, you
Oh, I did? Okay, got it.
It's me.
Okay, yeah.
So she
okay.
gets an Indiana bag as well.
Okay. All
Then we have a New York Shop Hop bag.
And then we're going to send that to Karen Holtgrew from Okawa, Illinois.
All right.
And I'm sorry, I'm doubling. Okay, and then we've got one for Jean Carlin from Montpelier, Ohio.
And that's going to be one of our notebooks.
Okay. And then we have one for Cassandra Bednarzik from Victoria, Texas.
And speaking of, and I saw some of your superpowers. Of course, I can empathize with the perfect points all the time, but this says shop hopping is my superpower.
That's a perfect timing on that. And then, so did I give you that one? I don't know if I'm coming or going. Do you have a winner for that one yet? Okay, so now let's give one to Donna Hicks from Norfolk, Virginia.
This is the snap tray from Ohio with the slogan says, "I will not buy any more fabric, said no one ever."
Okay, do we have one that we can give to Shada Biabani?
Yes,
Ooh.
and this button is from the Missouri Shop Hop. It says, "Weekend forecast, 100% chance of quilting with a small chance of ripping."
Okay, Wendy, we're just going to do real quick some fun facts that we get lots of questions about,
All
and
right.
then we will announce our 2 winners. So let's take turns with these. So I mentioned earlier, there are 15 of us. We have part-time as well as full-time who work mostly in Iowa, but we have somebody who works out of Minnesota. Maddie used to work out of Arizona, and we might have somebody working from Columbia, Missouri soon. So, okay.
And this one I come across a lot because people ask through the website. We do not and have never owned a quilt store. We don't have fabric here, so you can't ask if you're looking for something. We're a marketing company supporting quilting stores across the United States.
So we took over the All Iowa Shop Hop in 2019, but it had been going on since 2011. Right? So it's actually going into its 15th year. We have 15th anniversary. And then since then, we have grown. So in 2026, we will have 19 events across 36 states. That's a lot of hoppers and quilt stores being supported.
We are almost all quilters or wannabes. I'm piecing my first.
I think everybody has sewn.
Yes.
Here,
yes.
at least part of a quilt.
Yes.
We have a fun shop hop dog named Maple, who didn't come tonight, but she spends her days here.
And now that Maddie, when she gets home in a month, will be having her little shop hop dog, Toby.
That's right.
Most hoppers spend an average of 5 to 6 days hopping and stay 1 to 2 nights in local lodging.
They travel in groups of 1 to 3, and that might include spouses, moms, daughters, quiltsies. It's an awesome way to make memories, and we hear about that a lot.
And make friends. That happens a lot. The average number of stores visited during the hop is about 30, give or take, and most hoppers finish 1 to 3 regions.
Now, that is a really, really important thing that we want you guys to think about, because one of the things that we hear from hoppers and from stores alike is that visiting 60 to over 100 stores is a lot. And, hardly anybody can do that. And you are absolutely right. We will always have a very small percentage of people who this is their bucket list year. They have the time off, the budget, and they are going to do it. But the reality is we want you to do you. So if you can go to 5 stores,
yes,
great. If you can do
5 will get you into a drawing.
That's
so
right.
Start there.
I mean, technically, even one store supports a store.
Right.
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 But we really, in our stores, do not expect you to finish all of the stores in a state. Like we said, most people pick 25 to 35 and they finish 1 to 3 regions. So
and you want to have time to visit the store, to see what they have. See that it might be a store that you're going to return to somewhat regularly because you know what they have. Okay. We typically generate 45 to 90 100,000 visits across the state. That's how many times the doors open over the 2-month period of our shop hops.
That's an awesome opportunity for our stores because every time that door opens, it's a returning customer or a potential new customer. And that's why we do this. 80% of you out there tell us that you try to purchase something at every store. So we know, and especially our stores know, you're in it for the right reason. And we appreciate that. And they appreciate it. Is that part of? Okay. So, and the other thing, sorry, do that. I didn't read the whole paragraph. The other thing about it is at the end of the hop, we always send out surveys. So most of you have probably seen them. And we ask you all to tell us a little bit about your spending. We don't tell anybody about that. We're not, the surveys all are anonymous, but we like to gather that information because with what you tell us you spend in quilting and sewing and what you spend in other businesses in the community, lodging, food, maybe a boutique or an antique store across the street, we will typically have somewhere between a $4 to over $10 million impact on a state or region that we're in, which is huge. And that's a great way for our stores to get extra publicity. And finally,
90% or more of our hoppers tell us that they find new stores that they want to return to, and 85% or more plan to attend the hops year after year.
Okay, we just want to say thank you to everybody. Let's just get rid of the rest of these t-shirts. So
this is the New England Keep Calm and Shop Hop On.
Okay, we're going to send that to Yvonda Bates. Got that? Okay.
And Pamela Straub, Straub.
And then we've got one from the Pacific Northwest. And we're going to send one of these to, hang on.
Speed.
Sally Whitlock Moroska. Sally Whitlock Moroska. Why do I always pick the hard ones to say?
I don't know. And another one is going to Donna Brady Ingham, Ingham.
Woo.
All right.
Okay.
Now we have two for the Illinois. Quilt now, sleep later.
Okay. Chris Reap Foot. And Foot has an E on the end. Oh, and Chris said, pick me. I didn't read that before I picked her. That is funny.
Okay. Yvonda Bates.
No, I just did that one.
Okay.
No, sorry.
Gloria Whirl Hill, and it's WURLHILL.
Okay, and what we have one more, right? One more orange
this is for the Minnesota.
Okay, Pamela, Keith, Tim. Dang it, where did she go? Hang on. Oh, it goes so fast sometimes it jumps. Pamela Keith Tan, Tann. And then there you go.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it just jumped. Alice Puckett Wright. WRIGHT.
Okay, this is fun. Okay, we're gonna pick two more from in here, and then we'll pick a couple more from online because I like doing them.
I love this one because the saying is so cool. This is the Kansas, Nebraska, and it says, "You had me at fabric."
And we're gonna send that to Susan Benish from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Got a couple of buttons?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do a New England, quilt it, love it, repeat.
Doris Halleck from Hannah Croy, New York.
And the Missouri weekend forecast, 100% chance of quilting.
Sharon Folks from Chesapeake, Ohio. Okay, so what else do we have? We have 3 or 4 more?
We've got 4 technically.
Okay, let's do this. Ready? Rebecca Hall, 7177. She didn't have a name on it. That's right.
For
now.
what item?
I'm going to give Rebecca the All Minnesota Shop Hop small binder. Rebecca Hall, 7177.
Tammy Sue Henderson.
Me.
Yes. The notebook.
Tammy Sue Henderson is the notebook.
Then we have these online. They weren't available during the shop hop, and was because of a misorder, but we have the full size Minnesota binder. I'm easily distracted by quilts. This is a free ring binder.
Okay, and I'm gonna give that one to Mindy Kuntz Wolf. We haven't done her yet, right?
I don't think so.
That sounds familiar. Mindy Kuntz, Kuntz Woltz.
Where
Wolf.
can you get the small binders? So if you go to the shophopinc.com website, and up in the corner it will say buy. It will take you to the page that has all of these things on there where you can purchase them for yourself if you didn't win them tonight.
And if you want to know what merch means, it means t-shirts and stuff that you can buy.
Yeah.
And ladies, we did have a question. Somebody asked about the All Carolina Shop Hop. So let's go over our new Shop Hops for 2026 before we reveal our cruise winners. We've got Wisconsin, we've got Arizona, New Mexico. Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
Maggie Bottom, the last winner of the physical prizes for tonight.
okay, perfect. Now,
And then, wait, we had to do our other two new ones. The All Southeast Shop Hop, which South Carolina is going to be a part of, and the All Blue Ridge Shop Hop, which North Carolina is going to be a
well,
part
we
of.
were going to do that. We were going to do that. Yeah, so new, kicking off in February, Arizona and New Mexico. And then we did mix it up a little bit in the Carolinas. So we have a new shop hop called the Blue Ridge Shop Hop. Maddie, what month does that kick off?
That is in May and June.
So we pulled Virginia and West Virginia out of the Mid-Atlantic and North Carolina and put those three states together. And they're going to be in May and June. And then in September,
We
right?
took South Carolina and brought it up with Georgia and
Look at us.
Alabama.
We combine
know.
states like that.
We're making
Right.
orbs.
If
like
you guys can
And
point to
wait a
the
minute,
logos,
and there's
go
one
for it.
more. The first time ever, the All Wisconsin Shop Hop will also kick off in September.
Yes.
So there you go. Sorry, Maddie, what were you saying?
I was just saying, if you could point to the logos on the screen, you get bonus points.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, because it's
There
yeah,
we go.
Exactly.
Did
Yep, I did them all because that is impossible.
it.
Okay, without further ado, Miss Wendy.
Yes.
How about, would you like to pull your person's name?
Read my personal
Or I'm
name.
sorry, read your person's name. So wait a minute, one more time. We are going to contact you guys, the two winners. We're going to contact you tomorrow, and we will get you all of the information. Now, what I will say is you're going to have to act quickly because the cruise lines, the cruises fill up. And so you've got to get online, get your cruise picked out, and get in touch with Stitch in Heaven to get your space secured. So if you don't already know who you're going to take, at least get the spot saved and then start calling your friends.
I don't think they're going to have to call their friends. I think their phone is going to be ringing off the hook.
That's right. Okay, you go first.
All right.
Here we go.
And I haven't seen her name tonight. So Jerry with a G, Gerri, Kling with a K from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
So we have a Wisconsinner who I hope you shop hop in the All Wisconsin Shop Hop in September. And then my winner was Susan Brewer from Edinburgh, Indiana. So I'm so excited.
know.
Okay, so Maddie and Wendy are going to flip coins to see who gets to call those guys tomorrow. And we have had so much fun. If you guys think we should do this again next year, why don't you tell us here or go to the Facebook page or website? Because I think we might be able to pull it off. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we need to draw some more winners because there's a lot of people who didn't win. But we hope that even if you didn't win, you guys had a great time shop hopping, supporting our stores, exploring, making memories, and getting lots of inspiration and all of that. So, okay, are we ready? Did we have one of the winners on?
Well, it just went. We met Jerry Kling on our travels. Congratulations.
Oh!
I don't know if that's where I saw her name or if she commented because
Yeah.
it just all of a sudden went, whoop.
Yeah, So, all right, Maddie, if you want to fade us to black, you guys all go get dinner or whatever you're doing for the rest of the evening.
And tune in tomorrow night for the All Carolina Shop Hop
That's
drawing.
right. Oh my gosh, we get to do this again.
I know. And Thursday night is the All Missouri Shop Hop drawing.
Okay, and then we will be done with prize drawings
For the year.
until April,
Yes.
end of April. So we
Yes.
get a respite.